My methods to becoming successful. Some of my methods, or my biggest method, was to take notes on anybody and everybody that I heard. Even in doing presentations, things that I could do myself, I still took notes from those that were doing it, because there was that little nugget that I might have got from them that you just can't always remember everything. So I made sure and took notes. I take notes on everything that I do, whether it's listening to presenters, whether it's listening to audio tapes, whether it's reading books. I take notes, and after I take my notes, I'll rewrite it and journal it. And I have those journals to go back and there's highlight things of what I really liked and that I want to go back to, and things that you forget, but they're always there. And that's something that's always going to be able to help me to go back and refresh my memory and create something new that maybe I didn't create it when I first had it, but it's always there under safe and key. Right away I think yes, but then I think back, and I wouldn't be here today if I would have done things differently. If I would have gone to school and got my degree, college degree, instead of going to beauty school, a simpler route at the time, I wouldn't have necessarily got to where I went to and am now. I'm very happy with my life right now, and maybe I didn't make the best choice in my first husband, but the fact that I have two beautiful, wonderful kids, I mean, that makes up for the fact that he was a loser. So, that's a big choice. I mean, sometimes I say I wish I could have taken it back, but then again, I wouldn't because of my children. And the path that I have taken, to this day, and the path that people take, that's who makes the person that you are, and that's why I am here today, and the choices that I've made has made me the person that I am today, that I've grown to be a better person all around, and because of all the things that I've actually gone through in my life. Success. You got to work at it every day. You can't sit at home and expect people to come knocking on your door and ringing your phone, looking for you. You have to get out there. You have to be social. You have to talk to people. And my thing is anywhere and everywhere I go, I'm looking for success. Successful people bleed success. And those are people that I'm going to make a conversation with. I want to know what it is that they're doing. I want to know who they are, because you never know. That person just might need what I have, or maybe I need what they have. So, so absolutely, you gotta get out there. You gotta dig the ditches. It doesn't matter how high you are in your company. When you are working for yourself, you got to continue on. You got to redevelop things every day. You got to redevelop yourself. You got to redevelop others. If you don't like what's going on, and you can't put blame on anybody else but yourself. You have to do it. No excuse as attitude. Excuses satisfy only those that tell them. And I'm here to say that you have to just move on. Forget the excuses. Just do the work. Where do I find my motivation? My motivation comes from, if I want to better myself and my success, then I'm going to call my mentor. My personal mentor is Peter Arroyo. And if I find myself down, or if I find myself that I just need a pick-me-up, I will call him, and he gets me fired up, which in turn helps me get others fired up. And maybe if I can't get a hold of him, I'll put on Tony Robbins a CD or something and listen to it in my car and turn it up, or Jim Rohn, or somebody that has been successful, that is a motivational speaker in some way or another, and has had a lot of success. That's who's going to motivate me. My broke friend that can't make it paycheck to paycheck is not going to motivate me. So I do need, and not just myself, everybody needs to have a mentor. You can't be the Michael Jordan of what you want to be if you don't have a coach. He had a coach. He had somebody telling him what to do and when to do it and how many times to do it, and he listened. And because he listened, that's why he became the successful athlete that he is. And with anything that you do, you have to have your coach, your mentor, your person that drives you and takes you under their wing and is willing to help you to get where you want to be. I'm a Leo, okay, so if that says it all right there, I'm stubborn, I'm hard-headed, but I'm out there and I'm not one to quit. I don't care what it is, whether I like it or not, I'm not going to quit it. And so the more people told me no, that the business didn't make sense or that it wasn't going to happen, the more motivated I got, the more people I spoke to. And same thing when I was working with as an officer. When I first got into it, mind you, remember, I was a nail technician. So going from that position to being an officer, it's very, very different. As I was going through the academy, my TAC officer, one of the TAC officers, which is their job to break you down, and my hair was down past my waist at the time, and because I went through the academy, I had to cut it above my ears, and because I had to do so, nobody was going to tell me that I wasn't going to do this. I hated running, but as we would go do our runs in the morning, I had my TAC officer, telling me things like, this isn't cosmetology school, is it? And that would just torque me off even more, and I would just get that adrenaline going through me and run even faster. So for me, tell me something negative. Tell me I can't do something, and I'm on it like white on rice. That's just me, and you have to have that kind of attitude to be able to be successful. Because if you just are willing to just give it up because somebody told you no, then you're going to stay where you're at.